Hello everyone, this is Andrew Samurai again from JCrete, and I'm here with Rickard. I'm sorry, I will mispronounce your last name.
Rickard Oberg.
Exactly, from Sweden.
Yes.
Right? And Rickard, I would say, is kind of like an expert in event sourcing. So what can you tell us about event sourcing?
So with event sourcing, there's many different reasons why you may want to use it. For me, the starting point is to be able to change my mind about how I construct the application and to be able to handle new business requirements. The biggest problem when you're just using a database without event sourcing is that when you write to the database, you are deciding how to project facts, new facts. But with event sourcing, you are storing the facts itself with context in a journal, in a persistent log, and then you can change how that sequence of facts is projected into the database. So especially in a startup where you have a lot of different requirements that are changing, and you may want to have it be projected into a graph database, a relation database, some analytics tool, to be able to change those kind of requirements on the fly and not be afraid of it, that's the key point for me. Accepting that I don't know the future, and that's okay.
Okay, so basically
that's the big thing.
So most of the stuff that you do is basically react to new facts appearing.
So react to new facts appearing and react to the requirements on the application changing all the time. So if we need to change the schema of our application or add a new system that needs to have information from our application, that's fine. I can do anything at any time because I always have a sequence of facts in an event store.
Okay.
So I don't have to go, oh, I didn't think of that. That sentence just never comes like, oh, I didn't think of that. Because I have my source of truth is just a sequence of facts, which is everything that has ever happened in the system since day one.
All right.
So that freedom is the key thing to me.
Okay. Is there any set of tools or libraries that you use, or that they could recommend for people that are in the Java space?
Exactly. So when I started this project, I evaluated Kafka and Hazelcast and Event Store. And what I found was that Kafka and Hazelcast, they have some features that could be used for this, but they are not designed to be event stored per se. Kafka is the closest, but it doesn't have built-in support for concurrency control, for example. So event store, even though it's written in C#, it's a mono application, that's the one that I think is the key to be able to do event sourcing effectively, because it's specifically designed to support event sourcing in clustered situations and to have inbuilt support for the concurrency control. Those are the key features that you absolutely need. Okay. So we use the event store running as a mono application as a service, and then we connect to that from our Java applications.
I see. So there's basically no impedance mismatch between a Java client or some other Java-based component that can talk to the event store and go.
So there are Java clients available, and they implement different patterns. There's Akka type client, and there's one now that implements the Reactive Streams API. Okay. So you can just take the Reactive Streams client and plug that into all the other Reactive Streams frameworks and libraries. That's really, really helpful.
Yeah, that's
it's a really good component within that library of tools.
If you follow the Reactive Streams standard, then it should be fairly easy to get an adapter work with JDK 9's flow component.
Yes, exactly. And this is something that has changed the last year or so. So these sets of tools and the event store itself didn't really exist a few years ago. So why would event sourcing be interesting now? Well, because the infrastructure tools and the libraries with record streams have now matured to a level where it's really helpful for doing this. The barrier of entry to start doing these kind of applications is really in a good spot, I think.
Okay, excellent. So now we're also in the context of JCrete, and I've been to a couple of your sessions where you have discussed event sourcing and a few other things that we had yesterday discussions on how to write DSLs with Java.
Yeah.
So I know we're still not finished with JCrete, but so far, what do you think of the conference, of the whole experience?
So to me, there's a few things that are, to me, very useful about JCrete. One is that you get a wide variety of practitioners, whether it's from mobile or desktop or enterprise, and they all have different backgrounds and situations. And since we're in an open spaces situation, that causes more discussion than a usual presentation style. So there's more types of input to the discussion, and you get more aspects of a different problem, for example. So that's really useful. And then for me, having been here a few years, it's also interesting to see the trends in discussions, what kind of topics are becoming more important, what are sort of less important over time. Yeah, those are the key things to me. Then that the format just allows a different kind of topics and conversations to come about compared to regular conferences.
Because we, besides the technical content, we oftentimes also get what we like to call soft skills,
yes,
such as remote working, or are you happy with such thing? And I think we just had a session on being an introvert,
yes,
in an extrovert society.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So since we get to decide the topics on the spot, as per the open spaces format, that really helps get a sense of what it is that the community thinks is important right now. And yeah, typically there's like 20% of the sessions that are not necessarily technology related, which is great. I mean, last year we had sessions on burnout, for example, how to handle
Yeah, I remember that one.
That was fantastic. So yeah, it's amazing.
That is JCrete.
That is JCrete.
All right, well, Rickard, thank you very much. And for those guys looking at the video, there will be information about Rickard's and all the other stuff that we discussed on the comments. And well, thanks for watching.